What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you could tell from the title of this video, it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all, man. But as you can see, we got Red Fury behind me. It's backed apart. We got quite a bit of damage in the transmission department. I took it apart to diagnose it, to assess the damage, and it's honestly not a good look. I don't know. I don't know where we go from here with this car, you know what I mean? This car sat for a long time, pretty much waiting for parts for the transmission, and we literally got this car back together a few months ago, and I decided to finally drive it home. It was like a 13-hour drive, and I got about an hour away, 45 to an hour away, and everything went south. You know, the car was driving so good for so long, you know what I mean? It was literally driving like a tank. Like, I kid you not, this car drove better than all the rest of the cars in the fleet. And an hour away, it decided it wanted no more, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you guys a quick little backstory on how this happened, and I don't even know if we could blame the car or us, but anyways, once we got all the gears and everything to put the transmission together, we assembled everything, all the shafts with the straight cut gears. For who doesn't know, this car has had a fully built gearbox up until now. We had straight cut gears 1 through 5, and the shafts were completely different than the stock shaft. So we had pretty much a nice built gearbox, you know, because we planned to push this car. We was gonna plan to run this car on the track. We made sure we put the best of the best we can in the car so we don't break shit. Unfortunately, we didn't even get to do any pulls on this thing yet, and the transmission is pretty much toast. You know, so it's kind of like fucking bittersweet, you know what I mean? I don't know what's gonna happen from now on, but backstory on how this happened was, once we assembled everything, the 6th gear on the car is a stock gear, because we only did 1 through 5 for straight cut, and we was gonna use the stock 6th gear, because who's gonna use a 6th gear? Was just for like cruising purposes, like we cruising the car on the highway, we just cruising 6th gear. So when we was assembling everything, we had because we had a bunch of transmission taken apart, so we had all the gears in one area, and the mistake we made was the 6 gears, because these cars have a bunch of different gear ratios. So the front wheel drive and the all wheel drive have different ratios. When we was putting the transmission together, we kind of mixed up 2 of the gears, the 6 gears. So you have a different gear, like they pretty much look the same, but once you go to mesh them up, it's kind of different. So the thing that happened was, when we was bolted the transmission together, the 6 gears, they wasn't fully meshing up. Like it was meshed up a bit, but they wasn't fully meshed up how they should. So we thought bolting the case together was gonna pull everything together, you know, and hold everything in place. So while we was tightening down the case, we heard a little crack. So it was like, that doesn't sound right. So we took it back apart, and that's when we found out that the 6 gears, both of them were kind of different. So anyways, we found the correct gear, we put it together, everything looked fine, you know, put the car together, drove it around, everything was working fine, you know what I mean? So I guess because I pretty much drove 13 hours, I guess that crack on the transmission on the journey kept getting worse over time, you know what I mean? So I don't know if the fluid was leaking out the whole drive. I don't know what was happening, but all I know is I got like an hour away and I started hearing noise. So I'm like, that doesn't sound good. So I pulled over. I didn't really see anything too obvious at first, but the transmission casing, I guess that crack got bigger and the fluid just started pissing out, you know. So I think what happened was, and I'll show you guys, the crack on the housing where the bearings sit, that's where one of the crack was. That's where the crack is, where one of the input shaft sits right in that case, right in that area. The input shaft sits right in that race. So I think the crack got bigger, and either the bearing cage got stuck on the crack and it ripped the freaking bearing cage apart, and all the bearings got loose in the transmission. We got quite a bit of damage. Some of the gears are pretty much like broken off. I don't know if it's possible to like weld some material back on them and get them machined. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna show you guys the damage, and we'll see. Maybe one of you guys have some smart freaking solution, but I don't know. Right now, I don't see this car going anywhere with these broken gears. So I'll show you guys and we'll see. So here's the transmission case. If you haven't seen it, it's cracked right here. The input shaft literally sits right in this area. So you can see this is where the input shaft sits, and you see all these two races is pretty much flush. You see this one is pushed up a bit. That's probably from the shaft grabbing that thing, and yeah, I don't know what happened in here, but you can see all the freaking metal, and that's all the loose bearings. See, everything is fucking disgusting in here. Yeah, we got quite a bit of damage, man. It's not a good sight. So here are the shafts. And as you can see, we got a pretty big chunk taken out right here. I'm pretty sure one of the bearings. So these are the bearings. Pretty sure one of these got wedged in there and broke that. Got another teeth right here that's messed up. This one is pretty messed up. Like, this shaft is pretty much messed up, you know. The gears themselves don't look too bad, honestly. The gears themselves don't look terrible. It's just the main shaft. This gear is built onto the shaft, and you can see it's like pretty damaged. So I don't know if we could get some material welded back on these and then machine it. I think it'll be fine, but I don't know. But there we go. So we should have, let's put these together. This is what should have been at the end of this, a bearing cage like this. And you can see there's nothing. This is what exploded in here in the transmission and caused all this carnage. This shaft is the input shaft, and you can see right here, this one has a big chunk missing. So I'm pretty sure one of the bearings got wedged in there, and it fucking broke it off completely. And here you can see another piece is missing. You can see on the side profiles where the bearings were getting wedged between and getting crushed. So this is the stock 6 gear. This is the stock gear. You can see everything else is straight cut. Everything else. So this is the other shaft right here. See, this one is pretty damaged as well. You see right here got a nice chunk. Right here got a nice chunk. Right here got a nice chunk. So I don't know, like I said, if we could probably get these welded up, like, you know, weld them up and then machine down, it'll probably be fine. I know it'll be fine, but I don't know who to take it to get all that shit done. Like, these gears don't look bad at all. It's mostly the shaft that got banged up, because these are at the lowest point in the transmission. So what had happened is all the freaking bearings, the loose bearings, which are these, fall down to the bottom of the transmission, which is down here. Falls down here. You see there's a magnet here that
try to catches the material, but there's just way too much material. So everything falls down here and it start freaking crushing everything. This is the final drive. We got a little bit of damage, nothing crazy, I would say. Right here we got some damage. So if we could get these welded up and then remachined, I think it'll be perfectly fine. Like, I could probably weld this shit up myself, but I think it's just finding a machine shop to do all the machining, making sure everything is nice and good. And you don't want to put too much heat in this because you'll probably warp it, but I think it's all fixable. And I mean, the car still drove home. Like I said, I was an hour away, and I think that's what kind of did it, was me driving the car. So I kind of blame myself for that as well, but I mean, I had to get it home regardless, and I wasn't gonna pay for a tow truck to freaking, that would have been a crazy ass tow bill. But the car was driving fine, man. I don't know, but this is what caused the whole fucking, this is what caused everything. This cage got exploded, and I kind of blame it on the case. This crack on the case. If there was no crack, this shit would have been perfectly fine. Like, we wouldn't been dealing with this right now. So, like I said, not the best, you know. Not the best, not the worst. I think it's fixable. I just need to find somebody to fix it, you know. I need to find somebody who can machine this shit down for me. I think on this one, this is just the main issue. This one right here. So if we could get these fixed up, man. Put a new bearing on here, change out all these bearings, get a new case, and we should be back. So I don't know, guys. It's kind of bummed out. This is fucking thousands of dollars you're looking at right here. This is nothing cheap, you know. So I'm definitely not the happiest right now, but I'm also not mad about it. You know, it could have been worse. So it's what it is. We're not gonna give up. We don't give up over here. We keep pushing forward and we keep going. We're gonna try to figure it out, and we'll come back. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on Fury, and it feels like we're starting back over again. But yeah. So you guys seen what we're up against right now. The gears don't look too happy. Like I said, if we could find somebody to like weld them and machine it, that would be great. So if you guys know any machinists and, you know, could help out, I'm willing to pay whatever it costs, you know. So just kind of bummed out. That's like thousands of dollars laying on the floor right there looking like that, you know what I mean? I don't see how we could have prevented this, honestly, because when we heard the crack, we pretty much looked, but we didn't see anything, you know what I mean? So I guess it was just like one of those fractures that didn't get worse until it got hot, you know what I mean? Imagine you driving a car for 13 hours straight. You're definitely gonna generate a lot of heat. So I think what happened was it just got hot, the crack started opening up, and the bearing cage got jammed on the crack, and it pretty much just ripped the shit apart, and the bearings got scattered over the transmission. And you know, when I heard the noise, it was probably too late at that point. All the damage was probably been done, and that's what it is, man. Like I said, we're not mad about it. I'm kind of bummed out, but not mad, you know. It's a car at the end of the day. It's man-made. I always tell myself, anything man-made is fixable. So it's definitely fixable,
and I'm gonna go hunting around, see if I can find somebody to like get these gears fixed, and we're gonna put the car back together, because I promise this car will go fast. We're not gonna give up. We don't give up around here, you know what I mean? This car will go fast. So for right now, this is where we're at with the car. Just wanted to give you guys an update. I know all you guys were fucking like excited as shit, because remember, this car sat for over 3 years, and I know all you guys were excited that the car was back. Like, I got so much messages on Instagram, you know, and I was just as excited as you guys, because pretty much the reason why I brought the car home was to start wiring up the standalone on it, and it don't look like we're gonna be starting that right now. So this car is gonna sit for a little bit, and we'll come back once we get everything fixed up and ready to go. I'll update you guys again, but for the time being, we still got the vert outside. My brother car, we gotta do an update on that car too, but it's not looking so good right now. But we're gonna come back better and stronger, and we'll go from there, guys. But as usual, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, if you got questions, post them in the comment section. Also, follow us on Instagram at Prolific Builds, Facebook, wherever. We're all over the place, TikTok, wherever. So if you got questions, just shoot me a message on Instagram, comment section. I always try to respond to everybody. So as usual, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.